Hello, everyone. Now we'll be exploring the crucial topic of employee relations, a subject vital for managing your employees effectively. My name is Budi Suchipto, and I'll be guiding you through this topic. The term employee relations has evolved significantly. We've moved from the primarily union-focused industrial relations to a more encompassing approach. The shift reflects a change in how we understand and manage the employment relationship. While both terms address the employer-employee dynamic, employee relations broadens the focus, emphasizing a more collaborative and less confrontational approach. Employee relations acknowledges the full spectrum of interactions between employers and all employees, whether unionized or not. It highlights the importance of individual employment relationships, focusing on building commitment and cooperation. This is a move towards more individualized strategies for managing the employment relationship, reducing the reliance on solely adversarial approaches. The employment relationship isn't solely defined by the legal contract. Such relationship also has the implicit psychological contract, unwritten expectations, values, and understandings. The explicit legal contract outlines legally binding terms and conditions. The implicit psychological contract involves perceptions of fairness, mutual obligation, and trust. The interplay between these two contracts is critical. Conflict between them can lead to problems, highlighting the importance of mutual trust and fairness. The psychological contract is built on assumptions of fair treatment, mutual obligation, and open communication. Both employees and employers have expectations. Employees expect things like security, fair treatment, development opportunities. Employers expect loyalty, commitment, and productivity. A mismatch between these expectations can lead to significant challenges, emphasizing the need for clear communication and aligned expectations. Employee attachment comes in two key forms. They are compliance and commitment. Compliance is driven by external factors, coercion, rewards, or social pressure. Commitment, on the other hand, is internally driven. It's a belief in and identification with the organization's values. Understanding the type of attachment an employee has is critical for effective employee relations, as commitment is generally associated with higher productivity and lower turnover. Next, we'll explore three primary viewpoints on conflict and cooperation. They are unitarist, pluralist, and radical or Marxist, each offering a unique lens through which to understand the dynamics of employee relations. The unitarist perspective views the organization as a single entity with shared goals. Conflict is seen as abnormal, resulting from poor communication or individual misunderstandings. Management's role is to lead and direct the workforce towards these shared objectives. Trade unions are often viewed as unnecessary and potentially disruptive, emphasizing harmony and cooperation as the ideal. In contrast, the pluralist perspective acknowledges the existence of multiple, potentially competing interests within an organization. It accepts that conflict is inherent and unavoidable, stemming from the diverse goals and values of stakeholder groups, management, employees, and unions. This perspective sees management's role as managing conflict effectively through negotiation, compromise, and institutional mechanisms like collective bargaining. Trade unions are recognized as legitimate representatives of employee interests and a crucial component of the industrial relations system. The radical or Marxist perspective views the employment relationship as inherently unequal and exploitative, reflecting a broader power imbalance between capital and labor. Conflict is seen as inevitable and fundamental, stemming from the inherent antagonism between capital owners and the workforce. Trade unions are viewed as tools for challenging the existing power structure and potentially driving systemic change. However, this perspective acknowledges that the effectiveness of unions is often limited by the systemic inequalities of power and wealth. Now let's examine the factors influencing the balance of bargaining power between employers and employees. External factors play a significant role. High unemployment shifts power towards employers, while strong economic growth and low unemployment often shift power toward employees. A strong legal framework protecting employee rights, like robust unions and extensive labor laws, also enhances employee power. Technological change, particularly automation and the emergence of high-demand skills, can shift power in either direction depending on the specific nature of the change. Globalization presents a complex picture. MNC's ability to relocate operations enhances employer power, yet strong international labor solidarity can strengthen employee power. Internal factors are equally important. Unionization significantly increases employee power. A cooperative, participative company culture empowers employees, while a highly controlling culture favors employers. Management style also plays a role. Autocratic management diminishes employee power while participative management enhances it. Ultimately, recognizing and addressing power imbalances is critical. Collective bargaining plays a crucial role in altering these dynamics. The balance of power directly impacts negotiation outcomes, influencing the terms and conditions agreed upon. Defining and measuring the quality of employee relations is a challenge. Traditional measures like strike rates have limitations. A more comprehensive approach considers multiple perspectives and indicators. It's important to relate the quality of employee relations to various outcomes, such as productivity and turnover. Finally, let's consider a holistic view of employee relations, using Dunlop's model as a framework. This framework emphasizes the interrelationships between the employment relationship, various contextual factors, and the outcomes. The interconnectedness of all employee relations components is key to understanding the overall system. Before I end this session, I would like to thank all of you for your keen attention. I sincerely hope that this session can help your organizations to foster more productive and positive employment relationships. I will see you in my next session.